Hey YouTube, it's ICU and welcome to the 44th episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors. To start off, I just wanted to say that Apple could break all smartphone sales records this year by selling a total of 86.4 million iPhone units. And if they are successful at doing this, this means that they will have increased the number of iPhones sold by 82% from 2010 to 2011, because last year they sold 47.5 million iPhone units. So that's just something that's interesting, and if Apple manages to do this, then it will definitely be a great achievement for them. A report from the Taiwan Economic News suggests that Apple will use Simplo Technology Company and Dynapack Technology Corporation to supply the battery packs for their iPad 3. Now, it's said that these new battery packs will be thinner, lighter, and have a longer life than their predecessors. And it will cost Apple approximately 20 to 30% more for these battery packs than the older battery packs. And with them being both thinner and lighter, it is possible that the iPad 3 could be even slimmer than the iPad 2. And it also opens up possibilities to use components that are more power intensive, such as an upgraded CPU. For all of you touchpad users out there who are looking forward to getting Android on your touchpad, significant progress has been made by both teams. Earlier this week, the TouchDroid team managed to get touchscreen support for the HP touchpad when it's booted into Android. And shortly after that, the Cyanogen mod team also managed to do the same thing. So they still have a couple things that need to be worked out, but again, they are close to finishing it and releasing the first public version. Speaking of versions, Apple actually seeded an almost finished version of iOS 5 to certain retailers, primarily carriers, to test the new FaceTime over 3G feature, and it also includes system-wide nuance technology, which is basically an advanced speech-to-text system. So with this new build in the hands of retailers, we are getting closer to a final release, or at least the GM version of iOS 5. Now, a picture surfaced the other day, and the person who uploaded it to Flickr claimed that it was taken with their iPhone 4. However, EXIF information suggests that it was taken with the iPhone 5, and also the GPS location points to Cupertino, California. Now, there are a couple things when you look at this picture. It has been scaled down from the original version, and the resolution doesn't exactly match up. So it's possible that it was either cropped or edited, or it wasn't even from an iPhone 5 at all, and it's just another story to get people talking about the iPhone 5. If you guys are either Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 fans, or even both, then you'll probably be interested in this. A modder took an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3 and put them together in one unified case. Now, he's still not finished, but when he is finished, he said that he might post instructions on how he did it so that you can possibly do it for yourself as well. Now, the case actually opens up on the front to reveal two small screens that display the temperature of each unit, and the Xbox 360 has to be below 25.5 degrees Celsius and the PlayStation 3 has to be below 28.5 degrees Celsius. And instead of liquid cooling, the modder actually used a method of fan cooling so that it could actually handle it. But again, it definitely looks really nice, and it also has the capability to play Xbox games and PlayStation 3 games simultaneously on two different TVs, as demonstrated in this picture. Moving on, TSMC has already started testing and manufacturing processors for the iPad 3. And according to sources, this chipset will be available in the second quarter of 2012. And along the same lines, it's been reported that Foxconn is now manufacturing 150,000 iPhone 5 units on a daily basis. And that's an extremely high number when you consider that the iPhone 5 hasn't even been announced yet, and that Foxconn is set to manufacture 85% of Apple's iPhone 5 orders, whereas Pegatron is set to manufacture 15%. So that 150,000 number doesn't actually include Pegatron's 15%. So more than 150,000 iPhones are being produced and assembled on a daily basis. If you guys are looking for some comic relief, then you might want to check out Conan O'Brien's most recent video that mocks Apple. This time they're making fun of Apple's recent iPhone 5 slip-up, and of course I'm talking about the incident where an Apple employee supposedly left an iPhone 5 at a bar in Kava 22, and someone picked up that prototype. So I will have a link down below to an article on my site with that video if you guys want to check it out. And according to Bloomberg, Sprint will carry the iPhone 5, and they will actually offer unlimited unlimited data to iPhone 5 users, because unlike AT&T and Verizon, Sprint's network isn't overloaded from current iPhone users. So if this is true, and if Sprint does actually get the iPhone 5 and they offer unlimited data, then I'm sure a lot of AT&T and Verizon users who are currently on limited data plans will switch over to Sprint. And to back that up, another image from Sprint feed has made its way to the internet, and supposedly Sprint has blocked out all vacation time for employees from September 30th through October 15th, detailing a major phone launch. So this leads most people to believe that this is for the iPhone 5, considering it's set to be announced sometime by the end of September, beginning of October, and actually released around the first week of October. And finally, Verizon actually released their own iPad 2 commercial, so I have that embedded on a post on my website, and I will have a link to that down below in the more info, as well as links to everything else I talked about in today's episode, and links to my Twitter accounts and my Facebook fan page. Be sure to follow my Twitter accounts and like my Facebook fan page to be updated more often. For the question of the day, let me know down below in the comment section if you're an iPhone user. If so, do you have a limited or unlimited data plan? And if you do have a limited data plan, would you switch to Sprint if they offered the iPhone 5 with an unlimited data plan? I hope you guys like this video. Please remember to rate it up and hit that subscribe button to be notified every time I release a new video. And until next time, this is ICU signing out.